Okay, here's the thing. In Modern Family, Haley Dunphy has multiple boyfriends. She has multiple boyfriends, and she also has repeats of multiple boyfriends. And this person, this commenter, says something very interesting, which is that Haley had a lot of growth in the show, and that's really important because I was discussing specifically the growth of characters in Modern Family and how basically none of the characters in Modern Family have growth except for Jay Pritchett, because Jay's character is the one where growth was really planned and very obvious on what was going to happen. I don't know if I should wear this. Very obvious on what was going to happen for the entirety of the show from the first episode onwards, because even in the first episode he's the one that has the growth when he's like actually admits that he's wrong, when he like is making fun of Mitchell and Cam and saying, oh, I hope that you guys don't have kids, you'll be bad at having kids, and then it turns out that they had a kid and he's like, oh, I fucked up and had to fix it. But then there's Haley, and Haley actually does have quite a bit of growth. She's the one it's not really planned where the growth is going to go. There's so little that you could see from the first episode on how Haley was going to become a full person. She's got this boyfriend, she's 15, she's kind of dumb. And a lot of people think that Haley regressed after Andy left. So the show has it so that Haley and Andy are going to be a thing, and then Adam Devine is like, oh, I can't like be a full-time cast member on this show, I have my own show. Like I can't say yes to being a full-time cast member. So instead of just letting him stay a side character like he was, they write him out of the show, which like whatever. And enter, I believe, Arvin is when like this comes through, and then after Arvin we get Dylan again in a cheating scandal. But here is the thing, and there's no right answer to this. I didn't realize how like tilted this was. There's no right answer to this. Everyone's gonna have, okay, now it's more tilted on the other side, but whatever. I'm filming on my iPad and I didn't think it through. There's no right answer for this. There's absolutely no right answer for this, but I actually really think that Haley had the most growth for her character when she gets back with Dylan. Because it's not even a full circle moment, but like it is. We see Haley over and over again coming back to Dylan, and is it just because the writers really like Dylan's character? Yeah, or Dylan's actor? Yeah, it's because of that. But the thing is, the one thing that you'll never doubt anytime that you see Dylan on screen is that he is loyal to Haley first and the rest of the world second. And that's important because not a single one of her other boyfriends has that for Haley. Arvin is immediately like, oh, Haley, I need you to change everything that you are about yourself so that you can, like, please my mom, who's a total bitch and I hate her. But, like, I need you to do that. Andy starts with Haley on a cheating scandal, ends with Haley on a cheating scandal. There's not a single moment with Haley and Andy's relationship that is actually as healthy, I think, as people think it is, because Andy is constantly pining after his other girlfriend, and when he's not pining after his other girlfriend, he's trying to get with Haley, and then he's still not breaking up with his other girlfriend, even though he really should. And every time people are like, well, he taught Haley how she deserves to be treated. Yeah, he was a great stepping stone. He was a great stepping stone. If Haley hadn't gotten with Andy and been taught how she should be treated, she would have let Arvin walk all over her. But because Haley gets with Andy, learns how she should be treated, also kind of learns that he's not treating her the way that she should be treated. She goes, he leaves. They don't break up because he's not treating her right. They break up because he's leaving for his career. She starts dating Arvin. Arvin's not treating her right. She feels dumb in that relationship. She doesn't feel okay or safe in that relationship. She leaves. And Dylan enters again. And it's silly and it's stupid. But the thing is, with Dylan, she knows that she's going to be protected because he loves her. She knows that she will be able to have her own career because he's not going to think that anything that she does is stupid because he believes in her. He thinks she's intelligent, and honestly, she is intelligent. He sees the intelligence that she has. He doesn't bring up the intelligence that she doesn't have. He's supportive of the career that she has at the fake goop company. Do I particularly love that she works at the fake goop company? No. But do I also see that she's better at it? than at any of the other careers that she tried. Like, she tries all these careers and she's amazing at it, but it's the one time that they let her follow that thing through to the end, and she gets put high up in the company because of that. Every time she's kind of falling upwards, but the falling upwards is working for her. And most importantly, Dylan isn't Phil Dunphy. Okay, the writers thought that Dylan was Phil Dunphy when they were starting the show, when they were ending the show. No, Andy is Phil Dunphy. Andy always kind of has eyes for other women. You don't fully see it, but you know that if he's with Haley, there's a chance he's gonna cheat again. Haley accidentally cheated with Dylan. It's accidentally is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. In that moment, it wasn't thought through. She wasn't being a good person. She does own up to her mistakes. What's in my hair? But with Dylan, Dylan's never gonna cheat on Haley. He's never gonna see her as less than him. He actively has an ex-wife who still lets him hang out with his stepchildren and watch his stepchildren and take care of his stepchildren, even though they're no longer together, which shows exactly the kind of person Dylan is. Dylan is a full-on nurse, which means that he is smart, even though talks like he's dumb. He's very intelligent because he can do the job of a nurse. Nursing is hard. And all the while, Haley and Dylan learned to have this life together and how to be adults together in a way that they didn't learn when they were in high school, in a way that they didn't learn when they were supposed to be in college and kind of weren't in college. And they merged this life together. And the one thing that I know every time Dylan comes on screen is that he's going to treat Haley right. And the one thing that Haley knows is that he's going to treat Haley right. Because there's an entire episode where Claire is like sick with Haley in bed. And she's like trying to talk to Haley about how maybe she should break up with Dylan because there's probably somebody better out there for her. And Haley's like, oh, you want to break up with Dad? Because he doesn't treat you right? I get that. Like she's sad about it, but she's also like, I get that. Haley's never going to have that with Dylan. Because Dylan treats Haley like she's a goddess, and not in a way where one day he's gonna stop liking her, in a way where he literally thinks that she is perfect and that she can do no wrong, but also when she does mess up, he's the first person to tell her. He has a conversation with her about it. They talk to each other. There's not really yelling anymore. There was yelling when they were teenagers, not as adults. All of these things are important. And Haley becomes like, yeah, should she have had twins? It's not great. Did they try to make it a joke of like she was having this unwed pregnancy? Yeah, but here's the thing. Haley was 25 when she had these twins. It was an accidental pregnancy, but it was an accidental pregnancy where she's kind of set in her career. She has someone that she wants to spend the rest of her life with. They weren't planning on getting married at that exact moment, but they could because they know that they trust and love each other. And they had these twins, and Haley is reading. She's figuring out what she wants to do. She's figuring out how she wants to be a mom. These are all good parenting things. She's good. Yeah, it seems like she didn't have a lot of growth. It seems like there's regression after Andy leaves, but honestly, she was faking it with Andy, and she's faking it with Arvin. The only person where I really kind of appreciate her character fully with them is Rain or Shine, because Andy could be great, but every time Andy comes on screen, you know that there's going to be a drama that's actually really not Haley's fault. It's Andy's fault, and then people are going to take Andy's side anyway because he seems perfect. He's not perfect. He's genuinely not. He's not a good boyfriend. So yeah, anyways, I can't decide how I feel about this, but I am just going to keep wearing it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, bye. I'm turning these off first. Oh no, I turned on the rainbow lights. No. Okay. Okay, bye.